Hey guys, Delta here, and Dead Island 2 is one of the games I played at PAX Prime this year. It was a game I was really looking forward to seeing going into the show because, while I wasn't a fan of the original, I was really interested by the trailers they released at E3, and especially at Gamescom when we first got to see gameplay. Now, PAX Prime was the first time, I believe, the game was playable in North America, at least in the US. And the first thing that is incredibly apparent is that the visuals are a major step up from the original Dead Island games. Of course, this is in part because I was playing on, I'm not sure if it was a PC or a PC running PS4 specs, because we were using a DualShock 4, but it was a PC, they had them out there, and it was very clear that it was, a PC in the proper casing and everything. So, the new gen consoles are obviously a big part of that visual upgrade, as is the switch to Unreal Engine 4. I believe the name of the engine used by the previous developers, Techland, is Chrome Engine. They're using a new version of it in Dying Light. I don't like the way the engine looks. It looks over-sharpened to hell on everything. I'm just not a fan of it. But Unreal Engine 4 is it's definitely flexing its muscles here, so much so that the PCs that were running these things actually struggled at times. There was some frame rate issues, but again, this is a pre-alpha build. This is a pre-alpha, not pre-alpha. It is a pre-alpha build, so it's expected that there'd be fluctuations like this. There is no doubt in my mind that that will be sorted out in time for launch in spring 2015. You can even see in this footage here, the frame rate's totally steady, so don't expect that to be a problem. The graphics are just incredibly colorful and pleasant to look at, and then the next second you're drenched in an absurd amount of gore and just tons of this blood, this bright red blood. It's so comically violent, and I like to use the term gleefully gory because I'm a bit of a horror nut. I like well done gore or absurd and over the top gore depending on my mood. So I really enjoy what they've got going on here in Dead Island 2. A big thing right off the bat is that I was just having fun with this. We got to play for about 15 minutes. I played twice, so I've roughly half an hour played of the same slice of the game. It's the footage you're seeing here, though this isn't my footage. This is just B-roll. I never once felt the way I did playing Dead Island 2 when I played the original Dead Island. I just didn't find that game fun or enjoyable at all. Even in this early stage, the game feels less buggy, I guess. And of course, this is a really early stage, and I only played for half an hour. So who knows, there could be tons of stuff that I just never saw, but there was none of the stuff that kind of marred Dead Island at launch the way at least it did for me. And the core mechanics just feel so much more solid and polished than they did previously. Like, the game controls really well, the buttons are doing exactly as I would expect, and there was never a time I felt the game didn't represent the action I was trying to make correctly. This was an issue I felt I had in the first Dead Island, where just the controls, it felt like they were battling against me at times. That seems to be eliminated in Dead Island 2 from what I've played. I just wanted a ridiculously violent, fun zombie game, and I got a ridiculously fun, violent zombie game, and it's just really enjoyable to play. We were playing in 4-player co-op, so I played with some friends, which of course always makes things more enjoyable when you know who you're playing with and you're able to talk to each other and crack jokes and all sorts of stuff. And the full game is supposed to open up to actually 8 players in the world at any one time. This is the way the game is likely meant to be played. I don't know how it will go solo. I really hope for those that do like to play solo, because I like to play alone a lot of the time, it isn't going to be like something like Borderlands where the experience just falls off if you're playing on your own. So hopefully that isn't the case, but if you got friends to play this with, that is likely the best way to go, just to get a group of your buddies together and blow the crap out of zombies in increasingly ridiculous ways. I've seen some people compare Dead Island 2 to a first-person Dead Rising because of the weapon customization and crafting and just the hordes of zombies. While I'm not a Dead Rising fan, I've only played the second because it was the only one on a PlayStation console, and I didn't enjoy it. I can't really comment on that, but if you like having massive crowds of zombies and getting to slaughter them all, then this game is, well, it's for you. It really is. It's just, I can't state enough how fun it is. So Dead Island 2 is set to release spring next year, 2015, and is being developed by Yager, the guys behind Spec Ops: The Line. So it's a new development team, a new crew, kind of bringing their vision of Dead Island to reality, and it's going to be available on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. I believe no old gen consoles. Some people will be disappointed. Personally, I'm kind of glad because I don't like seeing games being held back graphically or in their scope by the old consoles. There's also going to be a PlayStation 4 exclusive beta at some point, though no details are out about that yet. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more PAX news, and I'll see you guys next time.